Breck, Gamel. I'm a member of the Community Innovators team. I'm a married mother of 3 children. My school-age son, Bennett, has cystic fibrosis, and I came to this conference because I'm trying to save his life. But I almost didn't make it to this conference. For the past year, Bennett's been suffering with a bowel obstruction that we've been struggling to correct. In January of last year, Bennett had a procedure to correct chronic rectal prolapse that resulted in an intestinal stricture, a narrowing of the bowel that left him in pain and unable to control his bowels. This required Bennett to miss weeks of school, causing him to fall behind in his learning. 3 weeks ago, Bennett underwent major surgery again, but this time Bennett's surgery unexpectedly resulted in his coming home with a colostomy, something that none of us were prepared for, and we're all devastated to have to accept. Although it's temporary, Bennett's inability to care for his elimination needs has left us with no other choice but to pull him out of school until it's corrected. It's just like one thing after another, affecting his quality of life, our family's quality of life. The needs of my family are great right now. Even this morning, as I've been here, my husband and I have been trying to communicate via text to resolve a potential blockage that Bennett has, and shout out to my team for being here and helping me work through it. I didn't make it to March on the Hill this year, an advocacy effort that I participated in for the last 3 years. I won't make it to the in-person meeting this coming week at the Foundation in Bethesda for the Insight project that I'm helping to co-lead and have been invited to attend. I'm unsure whether or not I'll even make it to Volunteer Leadership Conference in April, one of my very favorite Cystic Fibrosis Foundation initiatives, as it allows me a time to connect with other parents who really understand the CF struggle. But I made it here. Despite that it's spring break for my children, I wanted to be here because I'm trying to save Bennett's life. And this is the work that gives me real hope for change. As Aaron said during our Community Innovators presentation yesterday, that quote from Hamilton, "I'm done patiently waiting, and I'm not throwing away my shot." There are so many improvement initiatives underway with the CF community, amazing and inspiring work that I believe will lead to improvement. But it's hard to be invested in all this work when there's so little done to understand just the time and energy invested in them and how it's improving the outcomes that are important to us. We believe it's having an impact, but we can't yet show how. In a few weeks, right before Easter, Bennett will be admitted to the hospital again for his 9th major surgery. My little guy is only 7 years old. My son cannot afford for us to continue trying, guessing, trying again. I want to know what other people know, parents and patients and clinicians. I want to know what will give Bennett the best chance for a good health outcome. I want to suggest improvement efforts and partner with my team for understanding and learning. And then I want to share what we've learned so that other centers don't have to recreate the wheel. I'm here because I'm trying to save my son's life, my son's quality of life. Access to people and information like this, from data in our registry to a novel treatment option, shouldn't be left to chance of a parent or patient finding it upon Facebook. We have a moral obligation to work together, and that's why I showed up. I need you. I need you to keep showing up. I need you to help collaborate through the hard stuff. I need us to have tough conversations together, learning to trust each other differently, and transforming the current model of care in the CF community. You deserve it, and I deserve it. We can do better. And I'm here because I believe that we can. You are my hope for a better future for Bennett. I'm just going to stop and say this again. You are my hope for a better future for Bennett. Being here today required that I teach my college-age babysitter how to clean out my son's colostomy bag. Being here today meant that my husband had to miss work to take care of the overwhelming duties of giving Bennett breathing treatments and tube feedings around the clock. Being here today necessitated my taking away more time from my 2 children, ages 3 and 9, who have already given up special time with their mom when Bennett was recently in the hospital. chose to be here. Thank you. I chose to be here because this work is critical. We have an obligation to get the right care to the right person at the right time, every time. We have to do better. This disease is eroding my son's body, depleting my energy, consuming my family, and affecting my marriage. This community is my hope. Our collaboration is critical to my son's future and to the future of everyone living with cystic fibrosis. We're not victims of this disease, we're overcomers. The outside of the box thinkers, the ones who will be responsible for changing our own outcomes. Life with chronic disease is a bit like being a square peg in a world full of round holes. We just don't quite fit in. But here, we fit in. Here I found my square holes. There's a scene in the movie Apollo 13 when the astronauts' lives are literally dependent upon fitting a square peg in a round hole. The NASA engineers dump everything to which the astronauts have access to onto the table and are given the challenge of using what's on the table to transform the round receptacle to fit the square filter. It's an impossible task, but these people are solution-based thinkers, and their friends' lives are at stake. And they figure it out. They walk out victorious an hour later, carrying a contraption that was once a non-existent solution. They used duct tape and cardboard and creativity and determination, and never once said, "We can't do this." They did it because they had to. And that's exactly how the parents of children with rare disease are feeling. Innovating with cardboard and duct tape and creativity and determination and technology to save our kids' lives. And you're doing that along with us. I am so grateful to have you on our team. Thank you for showing up. Thank you through the hard stuff, for the perseverance. I am confident that together our duct tape and creativity and determination and collaboration are going to make a difference, the difference that we so desperately need.